And in response to some of the important issues that we've heard, we have provided written assurances to the Attorney General's office. And I'd like to use the opportunity tonight to reaffirm those assurances with you this evening. First, nothing will change for the University of Minnesota as a result of this merger. As a combined system, we are committed to honoring the current agreements through their expiration in 2026, including the level of funding, the clinical partnership, and the teaching mission. The affiliation agreement will continue to be governed by a local, Minnesota-based board, and the university will continue to remain independent, and it will make its own decisions for its future. Second, the proposed combination will not result in fewer options for gender-affirming care and comprehensive women's health care, including abortion care. Third, we have no plans to close Minnesota facilities or reduce access to care as a result of this merger. Fourth, Sanford Health has long had unionized workforces in Minnesota, and we will continue to honor and respect those collective bargaining agreements post-merger. We have more than 25 collective bargaining agreements across our system today. 22 of those are here in the state of Minnesota. The combined system will not divert or transfer from Minnesota any assets donated to Minnesota, and any such donations will be used exclusively for the charitable purposes for which they were intended and designated. And finally, we respect the role of the Attorney General and his office in this process. And over the coming months, we will continue to work closely with them to ensure that they receive the information necessary to complete their review.
This merger has been described as a business transaction between two large hospital systems that won't affect the University of Minnesota Medical School and physicians. I have a little different perspective. A merger would result in significant changes in governance impacting the university, decision-making, and the corporate leadership of the system which owns the university's medical facilities. It also changes a 25-year relationship that we've had exclusively with Fairview. This will impact how we have come to co-manage the clinical operations in what is known now as mHealth Fairview, and certainly how decisions will be made for the University Hospital and for academic medicine. University of Minnesota Physicians is the faculty practice at the University of Minnesota Medical School. We have had a substantial presence at almost all of Fairview's community hospitals. Since 2019, we co-manage clinical operations and service lines with Fairview through the joint clinical enterprise. We have made terrific strides in improving access and quality for our shared patients. We have a strong clinical partnership that is making a difference. So we have a lot at stake. What we are asking is that Fairview and Sanford slow down until we can ensure that the public interests of the university and University of Minnesota physicians are fully considered. As the only public medical school in the state, our responsibility is to all of Minnesota. Our responsibility is not to just take care of the most complex and most sick of all patients, but to influence how all aspects of healthcare is delivered. As you know, our faculty train over 70% of the doctors in Minnesota, and we want to continue to train the next generation of clinicians, including those who will come to this community. UMP clinicians had over 1.2 million patient visits last year, and we want to do more for patients in Minnesota by increasing our availability and by using our research expertise to create new and better ways to care for patients. These discoveries lead to the new treatments and new trials that your doctors can offer you here. In fact, because of this very academic approach, we are ranked third in the country for the training of primary care physicians.